Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. So hopefully you guys had a good day. I literally spent yesterday and pretty much all of today in the studio preparing for Saturday's calendar class. So it has definitely been fun. It is a lot of work, so it is definitely a labor of love, but I totally enjoy doing it. And on Monday morning, I asked my husband, I was like, "Do you know what day it is today?" And he was like, "Yes, honey, I do." And I'm like, "You don't know me. You don't know what I'm thinking." And he's like, "It's a pajama day." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, you totally do know me." So Monday and today have both been pajama days. I change out of my nighttime pajamas and I put on my daytime pajamas. So, yes, hopefully you guys are able to stay in your jammies and have pajama days too. They're so comfortable. I really wish we could just wear them to work and wear them everywhere we go. I actually do, not to work, but I do wear them everywhere I go. Anyway, last Saturday was an amazing day. So in the morning, I had card class, and in the evening, I hosted a team Christmas party. I'm going to show you what we made, but literally, we had so much fun. I really hope everybody that came did. I know some of you guys watched my live, so hopefully, you guys can comment. But let's point you over and we'll get started. So I'm just going to make sure we're live on Facebook, which I think we are. Yep, everything looks good. There it is. Yes, Heather, lounging in your jammies is perfection. So this was the project that we made on Saturday for my team get together, our team Christmas party. And we actually painted all of these from start to finish, and we even added the little bow to the top. It does have a little hanger, so you can hang it wherever you want. And I just wanted something a little bit different than making cards for a team event because we always make cards. So let's make something different. But it was so fun to make and put together. And I should have brought down one of the kit boxes, but our kit boxes come with a crafting kit in it. And actually, Heather gave me a bunch of the kit boxes, and I had them filled with cookies. So we had Christmas cookies and made this little kit. We have lots of snacks, Christmas music. So that was so much fun. Okay, let's get on with today's project. So I wanted a happy birthday card. So I pulled in the round we go and I pulled in this happy birthday right here. You could really use any of these sentiments for this card, but I really wanted the happy birthday. And then I pulled in the nested essential dies. So these are not my dies. I actually had to borrow them from Bev. My dies disappeared after my last retreat and I still have not found them. So if you happen to find them in your stash and you were at the retreat, let me know so I don't reorder them. But these are the two that I used to create the card. So I used the largest and the next size smaller of the square ones. And the ink and paper, I brought in Pretty Peacock. I haven't used Pretty Peacock in a while. And I don't have much of this paper left. So this is called Regal Winter. It is so beautiful. If you have not played with it or seen it, you definitely want to get it. It is on while supplies last. So if you need it, this is a perfect time because it is free shipping. I don't have much of this design left because it was so gorgeous. I used it all. But I did have enough to create at least one of the cards using my favorite designer series paper in this set. It's all beautiful, but this one definitely by far is my favorite. So it's very simple, very duplicatable. And I wanted to talk about fussy cutting. I know it is a bittersweet subject for some of you, but I was thinking today, how can I describe really what fussy cutting does? I feel like accentuates the focal points. So you do see the happy birthday, but you kind of, your eyes go towards the focal point. And I love that our designer series paper is so gorgeous that you don't need to cover it up. You definitely don't have to fussy cut the sentiment, but I just feel like sometimes it makes your eye go to the focal point, which is the designer series paper. So that is the card we're going to be making. I am going to use some different designer series paper, but this is the Blackberry Bliss and Gold trim ribbon. This is on Last Chance as well, and it matches this designer series paper perfectly. I know I only grabbed a little tiny scratch, but it matches it beautifully. So there's that. And then for the cards we're going to be making, the Wild Wheat ribbon. I didn't look to see if this was on the Last Chance, but it definitely could be. I probably should have looked before I went live. But we are going to use this pattern. Actually, we're using both patterns. So we're going to use this side, and if you flip it over, you have the pretty peacock. So that's what we're going to be playing with tonight. So I'm going to start with a piece of pretty peacock. Say that 10 times fast. This is 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it right in half at 4.25. So I'm going to take this and fold it in half. Grab your bone folder. And I will say while I'm doing this, I do not think my Facebook Live table has been so clean in I don't know how long. I even dusted the walls. I did all the floorboards for the Christmas party on Saturday because where I do my live is where we had our Christmas tree and all of our snacks. So it had to be nice and pretty and clean. I did put a tablecloth over it, so good thing nobody looked underneath the table, underneath my desk, but nobody would have known that had I not said anything. So this piece is 4 by 5.25, and I'm just going to glue it to the inside. Perfect. And now we can just start working on the outside. This card, I'm telling you, is so easy. All you need is a little bit of designer series paper, your favorite designer series paper, your favorite color ink, and cardstock, and a stamp. So stamps, ink, and paper. That's really all you need for this card. And I probably should have told you, the basic white is 3.25 by 5. The designer series paper is 3.5 by 4.75. I don't do this measurement very often, but I really wanted a bigger border around our card. So we can literally glue all of these together. There's not much to do, but it's so pretty. And I love how one side is the pretty peacock, and then the other side is the wild wheat. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these two pieces together. And I honestly probably would have never put these two colors together had it not already been in the designer series paper. So there's that. Let's flip this over, grab some dimensionals, and I'm going to put one in each corner and then one in the center. My nail is finally growing back so I can pick up the dimensionals. Not very easy, but at least it's better than it sticking underneath your finger when you go to pick it up. It pokes your finger. So I'm going to kind of set that sideways. I'm going to bring in a piece of scratch paper, my happy birthday. I'm going to ink this up in Pretty Peacock. Stamp. Perfect. Close this up because of that is all the stamping we're going to be doing. So grab your paper snips. Oops. Everything is coming out of my bucket. And if your paper is long, I like to just trim off the excess and work with a smaller piece. So I'm just going to trim this to make it a little bit easier to work with. And then fussy cutting, you never want to move your scissors. You always want to move the cardstock or the designer series paper. Kind of whatever you are wanting to cut, you leave your scissors intact and you just move your paper. And that is going to give you the nicest, smoothest cut you can get. Now, I know everybody has seen me fussy cut a million times. So because of the amazing video technique, you don't have to sit and watch me fussy cut again. Unless you want to, and I honestly don't mind doing it. But I figured you guys have seen me do that a million times. So now I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to bring in my mini dimensionals because it is super tiny. And I'm going to put a couple mini on the back. Peel the backing off. Now we can pick these up and put, you can make them go straight or you can keep them kind of cockeyed like that. And I did think it needed a little bit more on this card. So what I did is I used just a coordinating ribbon, and this one is the wild wheat, and I'm just going to put a little bow up in the corner. Good evening, Teresa. Welcome. So just wanted to make this a little bit smaller. And I'm not going to have hardly any waste of my ribbon. That is it. And I know you guys have probably heard me a million times say why I tie my bows on this spool. So add a mini glue dot to the back. And voila. There we go. Let's bring in the other card. Now, both of these cards do open a little bit differently. So we have the vertical and then we have the horizontal. The only difference for my Facebook Live is I prepped 4 to do for the live, but this one I made first. So I just grabbed a scrap that was out of my scrap folder and it went this way versus this way. So either way you do your cards, they literally come out the same. I actually do think sometimes when you're taking pictures of your photo, or if you're taking pictures of your cards, having it this way, they do stand up a little bit nicer. But if you're not taking photos of your card, you can do them either way. So there you go. There's 2. Let's put one more together. And then I will let you guys get on with your lovely Tuesday evening. I have to work tomorrow, so I get to go in, take a shower, change out of my daytime pajamas to put on my nighttime pajamas, and go to bed. And then I am so excited. Tomorrow, we get to babysit Carson. This is the first time they've left him anywhere, and we are so excited. Can't wait. It's Tanner's Christmas party, I think she said. So we are going to take him for a few hours. So there's that, and we can glue this on. Hello, Valerie and Stephanie, Sarah, welcome. So I'm just showing you a super quick and easy card, totally duplicatable, and it showcases both sides of the designer series paper, which who doesn't love our designer series paper? And that glue is almost out, and I actually opened up another one to do the live, but I haven't had to use it yet. We'll see how many times I can shake this upside down to get all of the glue out. One would think I'd just get a new one. Like, enough is enough, but I think we all do that. I think we all keep shaking it until we're frustrated with it. And I'm not quite at that frustration part. Soon. So there's that. And if you're just logging on, I did stamp this the sentiment in happy birthday, and I was fussy cutting it, but because we are live and the magic of Facebook, I can just reach my hand up to the top where you guys can't see and pull out two that are already fussy cut. So I'm going to flip those over. Yes, we definitely tap those glues too. I actually was in the house working on my Christmas cards and I was doing, I don't know if I can show you guys on the live. So I was taking it and I was flinging it down to get more glue to go to the tip. And I looked behind me. Hopefully my husband doesn't watch this because the glue splattered out of the tip and it was all over the floor. Yes, I about had a heart attack. He had literally just got done sweeping and mopping also, so I knew I better get my butt in gear and get that cleaned up so it wasn't sticky. I don't think he never said anything, so I don't think he knew I did it. So hopefully I cleaned it up well enough. But yes, and honestly, we should just throw it away. We can get another thing of glue. Okay, so let's bring the cards back in. Actually, I want this one in the center. So I used the Regal Winter. Is that the name of it? Regal Winters, I believe. Regal Winter, yes. So I used that designer series paper and I love how it all coordinates together. Brought in a little bit of pretty Peacock ink and the Round We Go stamp set for the happy birthday. So there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's live. It was definitely quick and painless, and hopefully it gives you guys an idea of what to make coming up this week. Anyway, don't forget, today and tomorrow are the last days for the free shipping. It's an over $75 order. So if you need any help ordering any of the supplies that I did tonight or in previous Facebook Lives, feel free to reach out. If I don't respond right away, I promise I will. I do try to. So if you need anything, let me know. If not, I will see everybody on Thursday for another live. We will chat with you soon. Bye-bye.